How to build a property portfolio from scratch. Been thinking about this. The first thing you need to do is really work out exactly what money you've got available. So if I just run through a couple of examples, I think this will really help. So let's say, for example, the property you're looking at is at £100,000. Okay, now depending upon the sort of refurbishment cost and the end value, possibly lenders can lend up to about 80% on that property value on a bridging loan to allow you to buy the property, you then carry out refurbishment and then look to then refinance it and pay off the bridging loan. If you work on a deposit of say 20%, so you need to have the money for the deposit, 20%, plus associated legal fees, valuation fees, any stamp duty, refurbishment cost as well. So if the refurbishment cost, for example, is 25 grand, so really with your legal fees, your stamp duty, your deposit, you know, you're kind of in at about 50 grand, I suppose, here really. So that's cash you need available. And obviously, depending upon the end value, you then want to look to refinance to pay off the bridging loan and obviously try to get a lot of your money back out if you can. So as I say, the first thing I would say is work out what money you've got available. You know, I've people come to me and they want to get involved in buying, refurbishing, etc. Great, you know, let's have a conversation. A lot of them don't always have the money to start with. So to give you a real idea of key costs, say a 20% deposit, stamp duty, legal fees, and you need to pay for the refurbishment as well, refurbishment money. If you've got that sort of funds available, then you know you're really in a position to sort of start to move forward, get tax advice, etc. And then we can have more in-depth conversations. But I hope that gives you an indication of how to get going.